All right, all y'all, another topic that is near and dear to my heart, which is lesson rescheduling. That is another way of me saying that I hated doing this for so many years. And we all face these seasons in our teaching years, seasons when lesson rescheduling requests just run rampant. I often found that fall and spring sports schedules were the culprit, but lots of rescheduling requests can come at other times of the year as well, such as when students are kind of overwhelmed by end of the year obligations. So if you dread mass scheduling requests as much as I used to, I have some tips for creating lesson policies that help you pre-manage this situation. So here's what I learned over the years. I could pre-manage the types and number of rescheduling requests I got by putting in place certain policies. I could also minimize my direct involvement in the rescheduling process and still maintain control of my schedule. And I've written a blog about this, but right now I'm going to share one tip with you. My first tip is to limit the number of makeups that you allow each student during the school year. I recommend that you come up with a number that feels comfortable for you. For me, it was always four or five. It changed based on certain years, and publish it in your policies. And then have parents sign a copy of these policies before they enrolled their child in your studio. If you state, for example, that a student can only receive five makeups within a year, and the parents know that up front, they will make much more judicious choices about which lessons they cancel and which ones they won't. And a note about this, you can certainly allow more cancellations than four or five, but I only offered four or five makeups. So if parents decided that missing a fifth or a sixth lesson was important enough, they would do so, understanding that they would not receive a makeup for that lesson. So I have two more tips I would love to share with you, which you can find in the blog that I link to below. And these tips will help you drastically reduce the number of rescheduling requests that you will receive. And they'll also help you remove yourself from the rescheduling process without losing control of your schedule. And I know this sounds crazy, and you might be thinking that is not possible, but it totally is. And I explain how I did it. So to learn more, click on the link below. And until next time, stay real, keep growing, and I'll see you soon.